let's see how they qualified and how they're lining up on the grid, because Beaubier, nearly a track record, breaking a 2008 one. Didn't get it done, but he's on pole with Fong and Gagne.
And then we're going to have SDK, Josh Herrin, and Hayden Gillum. Good spot for him there in 6th. Escalante, JD Beach, Benjamin Smith, Yates, Kornbauer, and Danilo Lewis will be on row number 4. A little further back, got Dion Campbell, Jason Waters, Nolan Lampkin, Flinders, Giannato, and Trevor Watson. And then we're going to have William Posse and Schumacher. Zach Schumacher there.
Someone leaves the door open. It could all happen. Away we go for race number 1 here at Mid-Ohio. As we bend it into turn number 1, Bobby Fong has got good position, so he goes around Cameron Beaubier from 2nd on the grid. So the number 50, Bobby Fong in that Attack Performance Progressive Yamaha, leads us into turns 2 and 3.
Yep, he's right where he needs to be. Beaubier, Gagne, and Herrin did get that good start, so he's right up behind that front row. He was able to kind of roll around the outside of SDK through turn 1. So now we're going to see what that Ducati can do. Herrin's going to want to strike quickly on Gagne as he comes out of the keyhole. You can see Beaubier is on the left side of Bobby Fong. Let's see if the braking duel down here at the end, he's going to swing himself back to the inside, and the 6 is going to go through on Bobby Fong. Maybe, no, he's not quite there. Bobby does a good job of holding him off.
Yeah, Fong leaned on Cameron Beaubier and was like, I'm not giving you this position, even though you had a good spot on the racetrack. So Fong continues to lead. I like what I'm seeing from Gagne. And there is Josh Herrin, your championship points leader, back there in 4th place. We're still nice and tidy, you know.
Yeah, we got a big red flag. I see dust in the background.
Yeah, red flag.
Dust in the background there. There's Dion Campbell, Max Flinders. So it's going to be Max Flinders and Dion Campbell who've come down at the end of the back straightaway. Those bikes almost look like they're welded together. So real bummer here for both of these riders. But I could see the dust in the background there.
The airbag suit inflated for Max Flinders on the right, and that Bison suit. So those 2 riders, you can see they're just kind of like, okay.
You're not going to find 2 nicer guys either in the paddock there. As you can see, Bryce Kornbauer here also has problems. So we're going to go back and look and see maybe at some point, Greg, we'll see, did he put some stuff down on the ground maybe that could have taken a couple guys down?
We're under red flag conditions. Let's take a look if we can see exactly where this incident happened.
Yeah,
kind of looking at the fence line.
You see, there's that's Bryce's bike.
So it looks like we're going to get this race underway. 16 laps scheduled now after the red flag. And here we go for race number 1. When these lights go off, we're getting after it. So away they go. Good launch from everyone on the front row. And Cameron Beaubier bends it into turn number 1, so he'll lead us, but a little wide goes Beaubier. Well, really,
Bobby just
turned it underneath him. Yeah, and Josh Herrin goes right to P2.
This is what you got to love about Herrin, though, right? Just, I mean, literally, the guy was walking off the grid, and he's taking his head about worrying about things, and he just gets right down to business, Greg. Now, he's going to probably be the guy that's going to be really tight going down into turn 6. If he thought he felt anything at all fluid-wise, these guys are going to do everything they can to miss that. So let's see as they go down into turn 6, the first lap, Herrin's going to take the lead.
So Josh Herrin, and he goes a little bit wide underneath, goes Bobby Fong. So Herrin trying to get around that oil dry, doesn't like what he felt on the warm-up lap, but he's still in the mix.
But it's Fong leading the way.
Oh! Sideways goes Herrin.
So there's stuff there on, you can see there a problem with him just getting sideways. Everybody else kind of made it through, so we're going to have to keep an eye on things, Greg, still.
All right, so off we go racing. Bobby Fong now with a huge gap over Cameron Beaubier. Josh Herrin now nestled back there somewhere around like 10th or 11th place.
Yeah, this is huge implications. So right now for Josh, he's just got to get himself settled again. He's had kind of a rough first lap here for him, which, obviously right now he's fighting a lot of things in the helmet with what he deems to be safe or not. He's still gesturing to race control, as you see here. Hayden Gillum goes up the inside of Benjamin Smith. That pass there, Greg, was for 6th place.
But Beaubier goes 125.9. So, Jay, you're talking about a 123.6.
Yeah,
so you're talking about 2.3 off of. So you nailed it there. But Bobby Fong with that 126. So this section we know is good. It's got a lot of grip. And there is JD Beach.
I mean, what a job here from JD Beach. Riding a stock 1000 bike against the Superbikes. You can see how far along that team has got that bike as far as the Honda goes. His teammate, Hayden Gillum, is just the fourth one in your photo right here. There goes Hayden Gillum through. So he's also going to be trying to catch up now. Guys are starting to run a little bit more traditional. As you can see, JD Beach is going around the dry sweep. Gagne is going underneath the dry sweep. So none of the riders really want to get on that dry sweep itself. So as you see Gagne get extremely sideways.
But here we have a race for the lead. With about 12.5 laps to go, it's Bobby Fong, who's on a 4-race win streak, and Cameron Beaubier, who's on a race drought this half of the season.
He's on a personal best lap, got the fastest second split of anybody in the race by some 3/10 over Beaubier. They come across the line now, 25-7. So now
Sean Dylan Kelly not able to go his personal best as they continue to light up. So Jake Gagne in 5th place, just behind the number 95. He set his fastest time of the race at a 26 lap.
He looks like he's got pace, doesn't he, Gagne?
He's the rider that has it. That move you're talking about, dialed in the best, is JD Beach right now.
Yeah.
Continuing to go around the outside of that dry sweep, but Beaubier is too far behind him. He hasn't seen it. So Beaubier is going to have to test it at some point to see if he can pull it off.
Kind of keeps that bike over right here. Again, for Cam to do this pass, it's going to be really, really difficult.
Off the back straightaway, where the red flag was really caused, and that's why you see that oil dry on the racetrack.
Here you go again. SDK leading the way. JD Beach now has closed that gap down to Sean Dylan Kelly. And Gagne should get the advantage of a double bike draft here, but what can he do with it when he gets to the end of the straight?
But for Herron, it slowed down to a 27.5 last lap. So in 7th place, with a bit of a gap between himself and Hayden Gillum, as we continue to watch the battle for 3rd, the final spot on the podium.
He's beat that lap by 0.02 of a second, Greg, is all. And you can see here, JD's, see how close he was that time? He's trying to make something happen down here where he could try to roll around the outside. So
off the back straightaway, these two leaders go. No real place to attack. Unless Cameron has figured something out that we don't know. He's got to do it somewhere else. But add to the mix, lap traffic up ahead, and who's going to get out of the way for this battle. And now Beaubier, is he going to try that outside line? He's going around the outside. Oh, no! There was no room to go. He wanted to occupy, and off goes Beaubier. He's trying to get us back on the racetrack.
Where's the battle?
Here comes the battle for 3rd. It's right behind him. There it is. There's Sean Dylan Kelly, and he gets back on the racetrack. So Beaubier now gives that up. That's going to move JD Beach onto the podium.
I mean, he got some pace, and I'm actually gutted for him. He's a good buddy of mine, and hopefully he, I don't think he went down, but he ended up 6th, which is a bummer. But yeah, I'm happy to be up here and looking forward to tomorrow.
For the number 50 on the Attack Performance Progressive Yamaha. Couple corners to go for the Californian. Here comes Fong onto the front straightaway. How do you like 5 in a row for Fonger?
Now we got this battle for 2nd, Greg. It's going to be SDK over JD Beach.
JD Beach can't believe it. What a race he ran. It's going to be Sean Dylan Kelly, another spot on the podium. And here comes Josh Herron. Comes to the stripe in 7th place.
Against Bobby Fong for the championship. 5 in a row now for Bobby. He's only dropped 5 points from the last 3 rounds.
What a run he's on.
So Bobby Fong gets himself an 8-second win over Sean Dylan Kelly, who is 0.2 of a second over. You're talking about 0.8 of a second between 2nd and 5th, with Beaubier 11.1 back and Josh Herron there in 7th place. So it's Bobby Fong with the championship lead now, 11 points ahead of Josh Herron and 26 over Cameron Beaubier, with Gagne back there in 4th place.